There's a reason why we call victims victims. It is because they were victimized in some way, shape, form, or fashion. They were taken advantage of. They were deceived. I'm Coach Hadassah, metaphysician, minister, emotional health and wellness coach, helping you to navigate this healing space from narcissistic abuse. So, out here in this world of the internet, and it's definitely this space when we're talking about narcissistic abuse, I hear this, and what burns my britches a lot is when I hear therapists victim blaming, victim blaming. Well, you should have known better. Well, you should have discerned, and it was because you had low self-esteem or no confidence, or you didn't have this, or you didn't have that, or you didn't do this, or you didn't do that, and you didn't. Again, there is a reason why we call victims victims. Now, we do not know everything, okay? Just because we are adults, and we are, I mean, there's, oh, this is going to be a long, this is going to be a long one. It might be a part two or something, but we all don't know everything. Like, there are some things that we as adults are naive about. Okay. I believe if we knew everything, we would be Yahweh himself, or just not on the planet anymore. Like, we'd be gone. Because this, when we came here to this earth, this is, I call it an earth school, and it has gotten very ghetto. Okay. Like, the quality of it, the quality of education has gone down here in earth school. It's crazy. All right. But I mean, unless I, like, first of all, we all come here with our own purpose for why we came. Okay. And when we are going about to, we're educated, and just, let's just say, from birth on up to, okay, 12th grade, and then after that, if we go on to a community college, or a university, or a little trade school, or something of that nature, to get an education, just number one, learn the things, just how to navigate in this world. um and then from there, just like personal development and education, we're always learning, always. Now, some people stop. I do understand some people stop at certain places, you know but we're learning. Now, here's the thing: if I go on a track of education, and let's just say, for me, my education has been, spiritual. That's where I say, metaphysical, spiritual, like all of that, minister, all of that. Look, home, because I'm a caregiver, I have children, so the education in family. I studied law. I'm not a lawyer, but I do study family law because I have a family. Why not study the laws, right? I live in America, and we tax, so I studied tax law because I have a business. I studied business. I study these things, all right? But I study the things that I know I need to use. Now, not that I'm not gonna do all of it, but the things that that I delve into, or that I have, or that I use, I study it. So at least I know, if I'm not the professional that's doing it, I know at least the basics, or the layman's of it, to make sure I'm aware and not being taken advantage of, right? Okay, the basics of health and health. I'm not a doctor, but I have a body. So if I have a body, I need to at least know something about my body, the anatomy, my physiology, how it works, like all of that, the nutrition, what my body needs, all of these things, okay? Because again, I have a body. So if I'm seeing signs and symptoms and, ooh, okay, there's something not right, now I need to go to the doctor who furthered their education. And this is what they're doing all the time with people. You see what I'm saying? Now, here's the thing, I'm not a doctor. I know the basics to get me there. Like, ooh, this is going on in my body. This is not right. It might be this, but I'm not a doctor to that where I went to school and learned how to diagnose, right? And then the doctor, when they diagnose, guess what? They're not the surgeon. You see what I'm saying? This is the reason why they refer you out to other um the okay, you might get the x-rays or the radiologist and then the oncologist and the because they specialize in these things. So I'm naive about all of that. I just have to trust what they're saying. Like, okay, so what does that mean? So I have to ask questions, and even when I'm asking the questions, guess what? I can ask as many questions as possible, and they can, and I still have to trust what they're saying is true. But guess what? If it's not, I don't know. And guess what? That means that you could be victimized. I could be victimized, even with the freaking doctors and surgeons or whatever, even if they're doing their best of the best of the best. Okay? You have some doctors that's what they do, that's what they're passionate about doing, and they always wanted to do it, and they want to help people to feel better and all of that, and not about the money, but of course they make the money. But then you have those who same education, same all of that, and baby, they're about the money. And it's like, okay, I need to pay for such and such to go to this or that, this is that and the other. And then if this person is suffering this or whatever, and then I can give them this in order to beef up my pockets. Like, I hope you get the gist of what I'm saying. So we can all be victimized in some way, shape, form, or fashion, even if we do the best that we can to know what we need to know, we don't know it all. Now, tell me, where, who taught you about narcissism to where you can even discern? Because when you're discerning anything, discernment is a fine discrimination between this or that. Who taught you the behaviors to discern between in order to know you're dealing with a narcissist, or basically you're dealing with a demon in a body that is under the control of the adversary, Lucifer, the serpent, the devil, the dragon, Satan, and his demons? Hmm. I've been reading and studying the Bible since I was 16 years old. And it wasn't until I was in relationship with the narcissist to where it was like ding, ding, ding. It lit up like, wait a minute. This is the behavior that was talking about in the scriptures. This is what this is. I had to have the experience of it first in order to even know what that was. And then realize that that wasn't my first rodeo with the narcissist. I had dealt with another one before that, and then one in my family. But there was no term. So I just want to say real quick to those who have been a victim of it, don't let any therapist or anybody else victimize